I don't know, what's this? Pro-Trump rappers attempt the cringeworthy MAGA challenge?
This is a rap about a MAGA hat.
We live in America where we're free. So back off leftists and let me do me. If I want to vote for Donald Trump, it's cause I don't like socialism, that shit's for bums.
Hey, they saying to that MAGA boy. Tell me what you want, cause they don't matter, boy. I just speak the truth, that's something they don't understand.
St. Henry, thank you for subscribing with a 3-month streak. What's on the docket today? MAGA cringe. And Twisted Yuppie, thank you for subscribing as well.
How you gonna tell me who I should vote for? And why are you basing it on my skin color? Don't think just because I'm black that I only vote Democrat. That's really kind of whack. Yeah.
I am not a racist, I ain't a supremacist. I am a conservative and socialism is my nemesis. The MAGA challenge is a sign of the times. Hip-hop community supported Trump and now they tear him down. Wow.
Are you my MAGA boy? MAGA challenge boy. Taking shots from the left.
Black Wind Driver, thank you for subscribing with Prime. For Black
MAGA
Wind
hat on
Driver.
Betsy Ross on the nice tee. Had to buy some Vans cause I quit buying Nikes.
Cause we gonna keep America great. God bless Trump and the USA. Original homies for Trump.
MAGA stands together. Red, white, and blue. Get on board, we're waiting for you.
Genders in the bathroom, no gender in the classroom. Illegal.
Oh, God.
No remorse. America first, America safe, America financially engaged.
Shout out to my boy Bryson for the track.
Jezebel, thank you for the 100 bits.
What is that? That's what we call originality.
We're on a hype train, by the way. I think we just completed level 1.
Donald Trump's the GOAT. Tell your family, tell your friends.
Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. I haven't picked up Animal Crossing since July because of being busy with Union, even though I really want to play now. I'm terrified of facing the state of my island and the weeds and the roaches and the wrath of my villagers who will think I hate them and have been avoiding them. Anxiety shouldn't spread to my happy place.
Don't know the power of this.
This is a rap about a MAGA hat.
Oh, that's bad.
The one that always taken by a Democrat.
Boss man and his businesses. He became the president like his wishes says. Crush your competition like Brady did. And he promised everything and delivered it like Uber Eats.
Watch the Trump base expand, expand. Watch the Trump base expand, expand.
I don't answer questions in simple sound bites. You are tasting a fine wine. It has multiple notes to it. You better play 4D chess with me like it's Minority Report. Because it ain't that simple. It's complex.
And we don't expect to get views because this
MAGA
challenge will make it to fake news. And don't call me what I'm not. I'm not a Russian bot.
Trade, economy, save the babies, no more rage. And you want to talk about a cage.
Go Trump. Go 2020. Keep America.
That's so bad.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dutiful Future here. Today we have the official 2020 US election conservative cringe compilation. I'm joined by my friend Cam. Cam, hello.
Good morning, America. It's time.
Good morning, America. It is. What we have here today is a compilation of...
Okay, and read that.
Let's have a look at like the origin now.
Sticks and hammer.
Assault! Assault! This pussy's assaulting. What are you doing? This pile of pussy.
Don't touch me!
Biden raped his
this
daughter.
This is a free country!
Biden raped his daughter.
We're not your slaves!
Biden raped his daughter.
We have freedom!
Biden raped
this
his
is
daughter.
America!
Biden
the land
his
of the free!
Biden
this is our land!
When I was a kid, I guess I assumed like everyone grew up into adults, you know, and that there was some differentiation between, 8-year-olds and 40-year-olds. And, well, that is true for a lot of people. It really seems like a good portion of people never mature at all beyond, 12 years old, and they're just children in adult bodies, and it's very, very scary that these people exist next to us. Jezebel with 100 bits, there are no adults here. Yeah, that's some scary shit.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Bumble Homestead at 20 bits. Every journalist and healthcare worker is going to need a 6-month vacation at some point after this year. No kidding.
Biden raped his daughter.
Expose it all! Expose it all, Lord!
necessary, another election, another voting day, whatever it takes under your kingdom, oh God.
We lost the election. We want a do-over. Is that how it works? I didn't know. Guys, we should have, I didn't know the do-over rule was in play. We should have done that in 2016.
To bring it all in line. Bring it all in line. Bring it all in line with the will of God.
The people praying in front of the voting, or the vote counting place.
Here's
Dark
the big
Matter.
man,
Oh, Dark Matter.
man
Thank you for
of the hour,
subscribing with Prime.
President Donald J. Trump. Look how great he
These
looks.
posts are
Look
confusing.
how
Who won the election? Let me take a look.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Yeah, it looks like Joe Biden won the election. Thank you for asking. I know it slips our minds a lot, but it's good to remember.
sexy he looks. No
Marusama,
other
thank you
president
for
has the strength
the bits.
and
Thanks for
mojo
following me and showing the video.
that our
of course.
president does. He's daddy. He's the daddy of the United States of America.
All right, America, you seen it. You seen what these fucking cheating, lying, scummy cocksuckers did. Our forefathers had to ask themselves the very important question: is this country worth fighting and maybe dying for? You know what their answer was? Yes. You know what my answer is? Yes. You know what your answer should be? Yes. You know what? It's on. It's on. This is what they wanted for. This is what they pushed for. And all these 4 years, they think they can just push and poke, and nothing's going to happen, right? We're just going to lay down and take it like dogs, like and get kicked like they've been kicking us. Let one motherfucker.
You're not getting kicked, at least not by us. Look, people like this, you might be in financially hard times. A lot of people are. But it's not the fault of the left. It's the fault of the wealthy. And you're literally simping for a billionaire who doesn't give a shit about you. I know you're mad you lost the election, but you need to get over it. This is pathetic. I've never seen this numerous an amount of adults all together sharing a delusion of victimhood as much as these MAGA idiots after this election. It is so sad, and it is so dangerous to have this many people be like, we won the election, even though all the evidence points to the fact that we, in fact, lost it. It's bad shit. Chaotic Kitten with 100 bits. Have you seen the video by Shymo, Election Meme Rewind? Hey, hey, ha, ha, ho, ho, featuring Kenneth Copeland, Paula White Kane. No, I have not seen that.
Come in my face, and I'll be the last face he ever comes in front of because I'll beat the snot out of him. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's time. You know what? America, lock and load. Aim small, miss small. They wanted it. They're going to get it.
Hey, FBI, maybe go to that guy's house and knock on the door and be like, hey, you okay? You need a hug? You need a hug or some handcuffs for threatening insurrection against the United States?
I just warn you that we are in a spiritual battle against evil unleashed. We are not fighting the Democrats. We are fighting Satan himself. Satan himself.
The fact is that a lot of you guys who went balls to the wall hard as fuck for Trump up until this election are literally on my timeline saying, oh, well.
This guy looks like he has a fight with demons. Were you talking about Glenn Beck?
You know what the fuck it is! You know what the fuck it is! Do not let these sons of bitches fucking tell you different! You know what it is! Look inside yourself! It was real! It is real!
There's nothing funny about the tools.
The classic, of course. Have I seen the Glenn Beck Santa Jesus crossover fanfic? No.
The media's covering it up. The Biden crime family stealing this election. The media's covering it up. We want our freedom for the world.
Barbecue beef Barbecue beer freedom. He just wants to grill.
Where were we? What was the last question?
Lord, we're gonna see you work in this. We are. We're gonna see you.
At least he wore a mask. He wasn't even using the mask correctly. It was like down here. He was chin strapping it.
In the midst of this, and we invoke the name of Jesus and take authority over the powers and the principalities and the spirit
Le
of
Poupon, thank you for
communism that
subscribing
is
with
trying
Prime.
to infiltrate, overtake, and attack this nation right now.
Dude, we're gonna butt fuck you into oblivion tomorrow. You don't got a prayer, dude. You guys are gonna get absolutely savaged. Savaged! I mean, fucked up beyond belief. You have no idea what's coming. You think you know, but you have no fucking clue. Do you see that? Those aren't white supremacists, you stupid mouth-breathing assholes. Those are fucking Americans of all different backgrounds, races, and creeds.
And as we all know, Americans are incapable of being white supremacists. It's just impossible. Dark Matter with 300 bits. Can't always catch them live, but been loving your streams, Hannah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Stephen J. Neptune Man with 20 bits. I just saw a tweet that said that every second of this post-election period convinces me that America would not have survived a second Trump term. I don't even know if we're going to survive the first one. It's not over yet, guys. We got like another month. We got another month and a half. No, actually, it's the 20th of January that Biden gets sworn in. So we still have 2 months. We have 2 months. Hold on to your butts, okay? Twisted Yuppie with 20 bits. Watching from New Zealand, this really is the gift that keeps on giving. It is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I both find the MAGA cope incredibly entertaining for obvious reasons, because it's very funny after 4 years of them being, you know, big old dicks to everyone, them losing. It's pretty funny, and the cope has been delicious. On the other hand, this many delusional people, regardless of the delusion, are going to be dangerous, and this delusion happens to be a pretty dangerous one. If you convince, like, millions of armed right-wing people that the election has been stolen despite the fact that there is no evidence drawing towards that conclusion, they're gonna do some messed up stuff. They've been radicalized, guys. It's not good. Antipodian Squid with 200 bits. You can make it, America. I believe in you. You have way more confidence in the American public than I do. Waggrowth's 13 to 20 bits. Remember, Trump is very upset, and he has the nuclear launch codes. Yes, he does.
We're gonna fuck your shit up, and we're gonna keep fucking your shit up for the next 4 years. Liberalism is dead.
Yeah.
White power! Those aren't white supremacists.
Antipodian Squid, that's because I'm on the other side of the planet. Yeah, I had to do it.
And it was your heart on the line. I really thought.
Oh, my authoritarian presidential candidate lost the election. What do I do?
This time, deny my dear.
At this laptop, they allowed impeachment to happen knowing that they were right about Joe Biden. My father's instincts, again, just like he was right when he said the Obama...
Hamanda aka ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi ashata. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now.
For they who shift the votes and move the boxes around, those who raise the dead and the dead vote, I will expose them, says the Lord. For they may be tricking man, but they shall not trick me, says the Lord.
Pictures of Hunter Biden's butthole aren't true either.
I've not seen that, and that would be made-up conspiracy theories.
You don't think that's true?
No, not at all.
So there's no pictures of his butthole that he took.
Trump saying the way you're looking at that. And
I didn't look at it.
Have you seen his actual butthole to know that that's really his butthole? I don't think so.
Would you like to see?
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't, like, show the... I'm not... Okay. I'm not surprised they didn't show the picture of her shitting her pants. What I am surprised is they didn't even show, like, an article about her shitting her pants. Caitlyn Bennett walking around the beaches of Florida talking about Hunter Biden's butthole is my favorite thing she's ever done. If only because of the irony of the fact that a picture of her taking a shit is on the internet. It's so weird.
Greatest example of love is discipline. The greatest example of love is to kill those traitors so others learn never to do it.
We have an idea. If Trump runs for governor, we can all move to wherever he goes, and it'll only just be us. We don't have to worry about Democrats. We don't have to worry about nobody. He can run.
Didn't she shit herself before Trump lost? Yeah, it was like years before. Pyromancer56, thank you for subscribing with Prime.
As many times as we elect him. This has to...
Please, yes, this would be great. Honestly, this would be the only time conservatives have ever done anything good for the country. All of you can go and move to, like, Utah or Alabama or Louisiana, and you all just live there, okay? And the rest of the states can all be populated by, it doesn't even have to be Democrats, but people who aren't batshit insane. And then hopefully we can get continually good presidents and good legislatures that can actually push for policies that would be beneficial to most people in the country. That'd be good. Please do that.
To get to Trump.
The Associated Press said that Joe Biden is president. Ha!
The Associated Press has projected a winner for the election every year since 1849. For the record.
Replacing Trump with Biden is like shitting in your pants and changing your shirt.
I don't think he thought that one through too well.
God, we just declare that you will keep the feet of POTUS in his purpose and his position right now. We stop and we override the will of man for the will of God. We override the will of man for the will.
Embo addicted to 20 bits. Oh God, that idea of them moving to one state made my mind go into a dark place. Yeah, sure, move to one place, concentrate in it, you know, like a camp. You'll probably afterwards call it a Democrat concentration camp after doing it yourself, you idiot. I can imagine a situation where that happens, where they all move and then they realize that electoral politics, the way it works at a national level, they basically screwed themselves and they go, wait a minute, Democrats.
Will of God. We override the will of man for the will of God.
We all know who's our fucking president now. Joe Biden. So, that gets me.
Oh, this is a good way to get a visit from the Secret Service. This is a dumb kid who doesn't know how this works. But as it turns out, if you directly threaten to, you know, assassinate a president or even like a president-elect, that's a good way to get some law enforcement knocking on your door. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's some great fun. To my time to shine. All my Trump supporters out there, where the fuck you at? So we can meet up and assassinate.
This kid had to have gotten a call or something.
Hey, Joe Biden.
This is in the capital of my state, or not the. This is in this is in Lansing, Michigan.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Twisted Yuppie with 20 bits. This really is a cult at this stage. So many brainwashed. I'm waiting for reports. Trump walked on water, turned bread to KFC, and water to Coke. That's the capital, isn't it? Yeah. This is in Lansing, Michigan. This is the capital of my state. Yay. Guys, he had 4 years. He had 4 years!
You're happy with your corner coffee shop. They want to make you drink Starbucks every day from now until forever, no matter how it tastes. That's the future they promise. Everyone doing the same thing.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Right here! Let's
No, so you guys can jump me, so you can jump me.
Put your phone down! What's up? Put your phone down, baby girl!
It's a toast for me.
Hey, it's your fucking face for me, bitch! Do something! Fuck that bitch up. Do something! Motherfucker!
My phone.
Do something! Fucking stop your fucking phone right out of your fucking hand, bitch!
Back up.
That fucking goddamn camera for you!
At minimum, everyone should probably start carrying pepper spray. I'm not saying you have to arm yourself with, like, a lethal weapon, guys, but, like, start carrying pepper spray, just in case. Good precaution.
Fuck you, stupid bitch! You fucking scared, stupid whore! Why you gonna get a fucking education?
Second term kicks off with firing Ray, firing Fauci. I'd actually like to go back to the old times of Tudor England. I'd put the heads on pikes, right? I'd put them at the 2 corners of the White House as a warning to federal bureaucrats. You either get with the program or you're gone.
Steve Bannon looking as healthy as ever, which isn't saying much. Chaotic Kitten with 50 bits or hairspray and a lighter. Jezebel with 100 bits. I live in Texas. It's definitely a gun for me. Hey, do what you're gonna do. I'm just like, hey, I understand not everyone's comfortable with guns. Get some pepper spray. I would be freaked the fuck out if one of these people tried to come at me. What would have made that Carlson clip perfect would have been a commercial for Starbucks immediately after his rant. I don't know how many big companies still pay for advertising on Fox News.
We choose united. Never steal this election.
Lesbian pedophile Bill, the straight pedophile Joe Biden, the straight. Donald Trump won the election. Stop fucking cheating, you Democratic whores. Stop cheating. Donald Trump won the election fair and square. At least he never raped anyone, unlike Obama.
What?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Donald Trump's first wife. Not to mention all the subsequent, right? There have, of course, been subsequent allegations of sexual assault. And, of course, we have Trump on camera literally admitting that he commits sexual assault by grabbing women, okay? Donald Trump's first wife, in her divorce filings, alleged that he raped her more than once, right? The projection that comes out of the right is absolutely bonkers. Someone needs to do a fucking study on this. Why are conservatives constantly projecting their issues onto others? It is so strange. Empty the Tanks with 20 bits says, as a lady, I wish we could carry pepper spray in my country. You can't carry pepper spray, that sucks.
Hillary, the lesbian pedophile.
Are we a failed state? Ask me in 4 years. I'll make a determination by then.
Bill, the straight pedophile. Joe Biden, the straight pedophile. Hunter Biden, the straight pedophile.
There's nothing
and
funny about
Jeffrey Epstein, they all raped kids.
Towing24, 20 bits. Don't forget that Donald Trump also admitted to walking into the dressing room on Miss Teen USA while the women were changing. Yeah, I know. And also, why is this guy mentioning Jeffrey Epstein? Donald Trump is literally friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
How could Obama get away with that? Trump won. Trump never committed any crimes. That is why he lost. LGBT white Americans and black Americans love criminals.
What has happened during this election process on election night is egregious, and it is absolutely unacceptable to the American people what the left has done to the election process in our country.
By voting more than you? That must be frustrating, to be the loser.
It is despicable what they did election night. The mainstream media took over the narrative. They shut down the counting of the voting because they knew Trump was winning.
America is rising. And America knows you're a bunch of Chi-Com fascist commies.
It's Alex Jones.
Will be defeated. They will be hiding. They will pay. They will be destroyed because America is rising. Burn in hell, Joe Biden. Burn in hell, Bill Gates. Burn in hell, Fauci. America is awake, and we are never backing down. America is awake.
Okay, I'm gonna amend my answer to the question, is America a failed state, from 4 years, I'll let you know, to saying yes. Yes, we are. We are failed. We did it. Good job, everyone. Let's pack it in. Time for a second Dark Ages. Woo!
What brings you out here in front of the election center?
Vote for Trump, see what's going on, express my constitutional rights to bear arms before they might be infringed upon. This election doesn't go my way.
Deception! I call Michigan out of all darkness! I call our governor out of deception and deceit! Richard Whitmer, you are a leader that's leading deception and lies and hidden agenda!
Why do they even wear the mask on their chin if they're gonna do this? It's so pointless. It'd be like putting on a condom and then, like, cutting off the tip. Like, what do you think the thing's for? Stop it. Cotton Katie 903, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak. Woo, 5 months, nice. And MMO Addicted with 20 bits. While my optimistic prediction is Poland becoming a dictatorship openly like Belarus in 10 years, pessimistically gives it 2. Yikes. That'll suck. I'm very sorry. I hope he can figure out a way to get somewhere else.
Agendas, and we will not stand for it. That's right. And we are bringing the rule and reign of Jesus Christ.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I know everybody.
Ooh, you sure did get that sign. You nailed it. Mitchell Drummer with 260 bits. Boss time. Nice.
Fired up right now. Yes. We are pissed off right now about what is going on because our election is being stolen from us. Yes.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! You should have done
Millie in Tennessee, hello.
Hello.
You're on, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for having me on this morning. It just really upsets me for these people coming on here and talking about our president.
If people insulting a politician you like ever makes you cry, you need to take a step back and evaluate your obscene attachment to that particular politician. A politician being attacked, verbally should never elicit that response from you. Ever. Ever, ever. I understand maybe if it was like a really, really great person who did good things and they're like assassinated. I understand that, right? I understand getting upset like if JFK dies. But if someone just criticizes the person that you like, and you're like, I'm so sad all these people are being mean to the president. That's very stupid. That's very, very stupid, and you're over-attached to a political figure that probably doesn't care about you nearly as much as you care about them. MMO Addicted to 20 bits. I'm going over to the Americas in the summer, pandemic permitting, and only if vaccinated and safe. Going to road trip the States and hit up Canada to look around for a place to build my McMansion in. Nice. Good for you. I hope that that's all successful for you.
What happens next? If they win today, what happens next?
First, we're gonna make sure you have health care. and then hopefully improve the state of education in this country so people like you end up not being as stupid as you are right now.
They kill your children!
If JFK, yeah, you know what I mean.
Is what happens next! This is what communism is! It's a game plan! They've been running it for 120 years! And they will disappear you! They will disappear your children! They will erase you from history! This is not a myth!
I've had many friends who told me that they got votes for their dogs or cats, for dead people.
That's completely untrue. She's literally lying. This has been fact-checked. When she says, I've literally have friends who've had this, she means I read a post on Facebook that said that. These people are delusional, and I wonder, when she says that, does she genuinely misremember? Is she so self-deluded that she misremembers that thing she saw on Facebook and thinks it actually happened to a friend that she actually knows in real life? Or does she know, well, I saw this thing on Facebook that said it, but they're gonna, if I say I just saw this on Facebook, it sounds bad. Rightfully so, because it is. So I'll say I know people who did that. Like, that's a lie. Does she not realize it? She's just lying. She's lying about the source of the information she's saying. MMO addicted to 20 bits. Bitch, please. My dog would make more informed choices than Trump. True.
I don't know, at this point, like, if Biden gets in, I'm just gonna do like a school shooter, just take out all these Democrats.
Wow! Okay, again, FBI, I really hope you're paying attention to all this stuff that's happening, but I very much doubt it. You probably have less important things to deal with, but, you know, all the potential mass shooting events that are gonna pop off between now and January 20th and directly after, maybe start a checklist of ones to go investigate. Le Poupon with 100 bits. Off topic, but Michelle Wolf joke. If JFK was alive, he most definitely would have been Me Too'd. You could say he dodged a bullet. That's a good joke.
And a few pedophiles on the way out. If I go to hell, I'm taking these motherfuckers with me.
They don't have the watermarks on their ballots. They're just screwing themselves.
Fraud right now. We are watching voter fraud.
The watermarks thing is like a QAnon-related conspiracy theory. It didn't directly come from, like, whoever Q is. But it's affiliated. It's basically, they think that there are irradiated watermarks on the ballots that prove, that some of the ballots are real and some are fake. It's untrue, as you might imagine.
Hey, look, they got suitcases right here. There they are, folks. There's the ballots.
We're gonna go to the other side, and we're gonna show you what's inside of the back of those fans.
Your GoPros, your indoor lights.
So it looks like Trump just lost Arizona.
Yes, and it sucks.
So why do you think Trump couldn't carry the state?
User error, Dana.
Because Biden has promised all these illegals.
You all realize that President Trump has won this state. We have now officially declared the state of Pennsylvania Trump country.
The Associated Press banner says,
nope.
I'd actually like to go back to the old times of Tudor England. I'd put the heads on pikes, right? I'd put them at the two corners of the White House as a warning to federal bureaucrats. You either get with the program or you're gone.
If you count the legal votes.
Wing the ultimate. Nice save, thank you. Quickest right arrow key in the West, folks. Wing the ultimate nug with 20 bits. Random question, but I need advice on how to de-stress so it all doesn't build up and explode. Any advice? If you need to, unplug from, like, everything related to politics. That helps me, but politics is a huge, like, stressor for me, so I don't know how much that'll help you. But, like, take at least a couple days, a week maybe, and just say, I'm not looking at politics these 2 days, and just focus on something else you enjoy, whether it's some hobby or a project or whatever it happens to be. Windchanter with 20 bits. What did I miss? Just a lot of MAGA cringe.
I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly. But a lot of votes came in late. I've already
decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Florida, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio. To name just a few, we won these and many other victories despite historic election interference from big media, big money, and big tech. As everybody saw, we won by historic numbers. And the pollsters got it knowingly wrong. They got it knowingly wrong. We had polls that were so ridiculous, and everybody knew it at the time. There was no blue wave that they predicted.
Windchanter with 20 bits. Feeling much better today, by the way. Thank you for your help yesterday, everyone. Yeah, no problem. I'd hope that the chat that we foster is, you know, supportive of each other.
They thought there was going to be a big blue wave. That was false. It was done for suppression reasons, but instead there was a big red wave.
Funny. What else we got? Let's see what this is.
Trump 2020 Director of Press Communications, Aaron Perrine. Aaron, good to see you. Appreciate it.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits just got here. Glad to see a strong start with Trump being a whiny man-child. The title of this video is Fox Host Deliciously Tears Apart Trump Flunky. So apparently even people on Fox News are telling people who are talking about fraud to fuck off.
All right, so we heard from David, no plans to concede. What's the path then to 270?
Well, considering no state has actually certified the election results, there are ballots still being counted across the country. This is going to take some time to make sure we count every legal vote.
Windchanter with 20 bits. Who would win in a fight, Han Solo or Jean-Luc Picard? I mean, what's the situation? Are they stranded on a planet somewhere and they have to fight to the death for some reason? Like Q showed up and is like, oh, Jean-Luc, fight this guy for my entertainment. I'm not a writer. Or like, is it the Millennium Falcon and the Enterprise in a space battle? Because that changes things entirely.
And do not count any illegal votes in the United States.
Can we do Nerd Rage Chuds, or is this only a MAGA stream? No, we can do whatever. Once we're done with the MAGA stuff, we'll move on to more general cringe. Windchanter both. If they're trapped on a planet... Oh, boy. I'm gonna say if they're trapped on a planet... I think Han Solo would skate by pretty quick, or pretty well on his just luck. But I think at some point Jean-Luc Picard would set up some sort of situation where he'd, like, trick Han Solo. At least enough so we could have time to talk to him. And he would give a Picard speech so good that Han Solo and him would team up to fight whoever put them together in the first place. If we're talking space battle, that's tough. The Enterprise is bigger than the Millennium Falcon. But Star Wars tech is more futuristic than Star Trek tech, so I'm gonna give it to the Enterprise though, just because of sheer overwhelming force. Andrew Dickerson, check this out. It's literally a minute long. Okay. Thank you for indulging your question, of course.
I understand.
Can I finish my
I
statement?
understand that, but we've heard that talking point for a long time. But just go through the vote totals. In Georgia, President Trump is behind. There's currently a recount there. People have said they don't think it's going to change, even the Republican officials there. Pennsylvania, the president's behind by tens of thousands of votes. Even if you win all the lawsuits, it doesn't count those. It wouldn't make up for the difference. Nevada, the president's behind. Arizona, the president is far behind, even though your campaign said by last
Has
Friday,
anyone checked John Doyle to see if he's okay? I don't think John Doyle's okay. John Doyle hasn't put out a video in a week. I don't think John Doyle's doing okay.
Ahead. Wisconsin, the president is behind as well. What states is the president going to pull ahead in?
Well, Leland, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak. It seems like you are certainly not keen to let that happen.
They're so mad. Guys, how much of this is genuine loyalty to Donald Trump and how much of it is fear of reprisal if you don't do a good enough job being a talking head on one of these shows? I really don't know. Like, does this lady know what she's saying is complete bullshit, but she just doesn't want to get, in trouble or fired or whatever? Or is she a true believer and she genuinely thinks there's mass voter fraud, for which, of course, there is no evidence?
Today, but let's talk about Pennsylvania for a fact here.
Okay.
There are almost 700,000 votes in Pennsylvania that were counted.
The Doyle shirt thing that Jake said was a joke. That was not a real thing.
In opposition to the Constitution, an actual egregious error there where they violated the Equal Protection Act. Nope, you're going to let me finish.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon could definitely outrun the Enterprise, because I think subspace is quicker than warp, but
Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Almost 700,000 votes
hold on.
in Pennsylvania and in Michigan. Let's have a conversation about that state as well, where you have video from Fox News of individuals boarding up the windows, again, in violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution.
Hold on. Let me ask.
The 14th Amendment doesn't say you can't board up windows when you're being harassed by Trump supporters. Basically, they're mad that there was a bunch of Trump supporters that were outside harassing the people counting the votes and, screaming at them and pounding on stuff. So they boarded it up because Trump supporters were being asses, as always. And they're like, why did you do that? Voter fraud. No, you guys were just behaving like children, so...
No, you keep saying, hold on, but you keep not letting me
talked
finish.
more than I have, Aaron.
Subspace is normal space. You're
Answer
thinking
the
of
question,
hyperspace.
and then
My
you get
bad.
to talk. The question is
I
this.
did answer,
what
but
do you
you
want to have
interrupted me the
happen?
first.
This guy's hair looks like a weird Halloween wig. You know what I mean? It looks so stiff. How much product does he use?
Aaron, what do you want to have happen with those 700,000 votes? The ballots are already mixed in. Do you just want 700,000 votes deducted from
We want to
Biden's
make sure
total?
that conversation happens. You're trying to say this is done and over. The media's
I'm not.
trying to say
I'm
this
not
is done
saying
and
it's done and
over.
over. I'm
But we're
asking you
seeing
where
here,
you're going to find the
there are
votes to
legal
pull ahead. Where are the votes to pull ahead?
Forward. This is now my third time to try to get this answer out. The legal path ahead exists here because there are clear constitutional violations that have keep snarking, making your faces and rolling your eyes, Leland.
Take me through.
I get it. I get it.
Tiger White 94, 20 bets. I showed up late. Would someone catch me up to speed? This lady is a Trump. Why do I always forget the name for this? Basically, they go on and speak for the campaign. And she's saying, oh, Trump can still win. And this Fox News host is like, how? And she's like, well, we can. And he's like, yeah, but how? And she's like, well, let me explain. And he's like, well, then explain it. And she's just refusing.
You guys spent years trying to run up a Russia hoax against the president.
It's very simple.
And trying to say this is over.
How does the president?
And the hypocrisy continues because you know what?
How does the president
don't concede to Joe Biden.
What do you want to
now
have happen
everybody wants to.
Sasha Maru with 50 bits. Hannah, what do you want to bet that a rabid MAGA mob will try to storm Capitol Hill to keep Trump from being removed from office? Maybe. I mean, I don't think that would go very well for them. And yes, the word is surrogate. Thank you. Why was I forgetting surrogate? I always do that.
1,000 votes. That this is over for us. It's ridiculous.
What do you want to
What happens to this happen? That
What do
is
you
up
want
for
to
the
have
court
happen to the votes?
decide, Leland.
Okay.
That is up for the court to decide. But we should be able to have the conversation about those votes when you're trying to say this is done and over.
No, nobody's trying to.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits always surprises me to hear what far rights are afraid of, because it's usually along the lines of, quote, bisexual communists are destroying the economy because they hate Jesus. Yeah. They live in a place called complete delusion.
Say that. I'm just simply asking you.
You guys keep
how
calling him president-elect. It sounds
I don't
like
know
you guys are
I don't know
saying
who
it's
you
over.
guys. I don't know who you guys are. Okay, you and I are having. I'm trying to have a
guys.
conversation with you and
I'm
ask you.
Aaron Perini.
I'm trying
I
to
work
ask
for the President
you.
of the United States.
I'm trying to ask you very simply. Where are you going to find the votes? You say we want to count every vote, conceivably because you think that means you're going to pull ahead. Where are the votes in a path to 270? Where?
We are taking every legal avenue that exists in these states.
Just not answering the question.
To make sure that legal votes are counted and illegal votes are counted. Here's a question for you, Leland. For every Democrat and every talking head on the news, how much fraud is okay? How many dead people can vote and you're okay with that?
Tucker White 94 20 bits. Simp war. We're watching a simp war. Yeah.
How many ballots are run through a
Am I
machine
okay with
multiple
it?
times and you're okay with that? No, it's a serious question. We want to protect election integrity in the United States. And we said for months
Concern trolling on Fox News.
that we wanted to make sure every legal
unclear
vote
when you
was
start
counted
saying
and
you
every
guys, who
illegal
you're
vote was not counted.
Who are you lumping
You
everybody
guys,
together
you,
with, Aaron?
Leland.
You
Let's
guys? Really?
The media?
The
Yeah,
media,
absolutely.
the media in general. So now it's just you just attack everybody if they don't agree with you. Okay.
No,
not
that's not
much.
doing
Not
what
much
I'm
else
laying
to
out
say.
are the
Aaron,
facts here, and I'm
Aaron,
sorry that's just
Aaron,
not
we understand
working
where
for
you want to go with this. Thank you. We appreciate your time, Jillian.
Always.
Always. Women for Trump at the Million MAGA March.
What brings you ladies
Million MAGA March.
out here today?
Came all the way from Chicago.
Freedom! Wow, drove here all the way from Chicago.
All by myself.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I know that trek. That's a solid 13, 14 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you guys love most about America?
Constitution, a republic.
Yes.
There's nothing funny about
And do you think Donald Trump is for women?
And Podium Squid with 50 bits. Okay, it was Fox News, but that guy was giving me life, yeah. Absolutely. Some of their daytime anchors, I'm not going to call them good, because they're not, but at least, it's nice to see at least some of their not their evening, like, news commentary, not Tucker Carlson, but, like, some of their daytime actual news desk anchors, at least they have their limits. They're not willing to go out on a limb and go along with this bullshit fraud shit. It's ridiculous. Tucker White 94, 20 bits. Wait a minute. What was that post about a Scooby-Doo whistleblower? I don't know. We can look at it in a little bit.
Yeah, look at how many women are out here. It's like half and half. Seriously.
And what do you guys think he has done for women?
I mean, look at how many women he's put on his cabinet.
Yeah. How many women have broke the ceiling in his administration?
Yes.
And you don't hear about that.
And what do you mean by breaking the ceiling?
Their positions within. I mean, look at God, what's her name? His campaign manager, the Pat.
Haley McKenna? We haven't even started drinking yet.
She was his campaign manager.
Oh,
She
the
was
one
like-
with the horrible daughter?
Yeah, she was the first woman in history to run a successful presidential campaign.
The one with the horrible daughter.
Yeah, and what do you guys think about AOC?
Are they talking about the old press secretary?
Over in New York.
Sucks. I would headbutt the teeth out of that bitch's face all day, every day.
And why is that?
I think she's an idiot.
She is
I think she's a first-class
She's
idiot.
a puppet. I don't like her fucking teeth. I don't like anything about. There's nothing I like about. I don't like.
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway. Her daughter is based.
Her Green New Deal is just.
Are you guys
commie
concerned about climate
manifesto.
change at all? Do you think it's
I
real?
don't know. Maybe it is an issue, but just because you have an opinion about something doesn't mean that everyone else shares that opinion.
Oh my god, bitch! It's not an opinion! It's not a fucking opinion! There's a fire quickly spreading across your house. We gotta get up! We gotta get out of the house! There's a fire! Well, man, just because, like, you have an opinion about there being a fire spreading through the house doesn't mean that I give a shit. Comrade Devin with 20 bits. Nerd Chud mad about NB option for COD for later. I may have tweeted this to you, but I can't remember. Okay. And then Enreath with 20 bits. Can't trust a bitch with good teeth. Apparently not. That's why I choose to have completely fuckered teeth. Makes me trustworthy. Tucker White 94. Is he even holding a mic? Yes, that's my biggest question right now. It looks like he's holding a lav mic. Like it's one that's supposed to clip on your shirt, but he's like holding it towards them. At least that's what it looks like to me. Thank you, Stratagen1337. Thank you for following. Call of Duty virtue signal fail. Okay. Might save that for a Chud watch. I'm not sure though.
Doesn't mean that everyone else, that's their priority. Whatever the temperature is, they said that the fucking polar ice caps were gonna melt New York into the ocean 12 years ago.
Are you confusing the plot of The Day After Tomorrow with climate change? Are you confusing the film The Day After Tomorrow with real-world predictions about climate change? Le Poupon with 20 bits. Hey, just because it's reality doesn't mean everyone shares that reality. It does, though! It does. It does. Your delusions don't make you any less a party to reality. Just because you've checked out mentally doesn't mean your body doesn't reside in the same reality as everyone else. Believe me, I wish that wasn't the case. I would have checked out long ago.
And here we are. They make no sense. They're hypocritical. They're garbage.
Are we strong believers in science?
I'm a nurse.
Oh.
I have to believe it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
So my last question will be this. What is your one piece of advice to the young women of this nation?
Get grabbed by the pussy. And
the number of women who have decided to, like, go to bat for Donald Trump's comments about sexually assaulting women is never going to not baffle me. I genuinely don't understand how you can hear that and think, yeah, this is a good dude. I'll never understand. I will never, ever... I could live to be 300 years old, and I'll never understand that. Logarth, oh look, there goes the last of my faith in humanity. Aw, you still had some? That's cute. Gotten Katie 903 with 20 bits. If my opinions could influence reality, Trump supporters wouldn't be a thing. And then Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Well, you heard the lady, Hannah. Time to bring Braha in here and let her grab that pussy. Sure.
for real.
Might be TOS though, so probably not.
And this is why.
Stick up for yourself.
I feel like that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all these women are
Me Tooing themselves into an abyss of, you know, where's the...
Stick up for yourselves, but then you're going to complain about Me Too, which is literally about women sticking up for themselves and speaking out about their assaults. Or harassment. These guys just don't know what the fuck is going on. They have completely lost the plot.
Victimization. They want to be victims. You know,
Yeah.
they walk around like they're constant
You're not
victims.
victims.
You're not a victim. You're a woman.
And you know
You're
what?
strong.
We're
Stand
never
up and
going to be
heard.
equal. Women and men are
Don't
two
be
completely
victimized.
different people.
Yeah.
And what is that difference, do you think? What do you think is the difference between a man and a woman?
I mean...
a penis and a vagina.
Yeah, penis and vagina.
That's true too.
DNA.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Science.
Trump won? Hold on, let me check for you. Actually, no, it appears Joe Biden has won. Thanks for trying, though. I appreciate it. Magnus G-Man, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Scooby-Doo whistleblower investigates the case of the missing food.
Breaking news now. We have obtained a new whistleblower complaint from a woman in Wayne County, Michigan. It lays out in detail what appears to be outright illegality that took place inside the TCF Center in downtown Detroit. The sworn affidavit signed by IT worker Melissa Carone exposes
Jezebel with
how
100
ballots
bits, and
were
she's a
scanned
nurse,
and counted.
apparently.
In some cases,
There are a lot of woo-woo crazy nurses. I don't know why.
cases multiple times, how Republicans were pushed aside, cut out of the oversight process to which they are entitled. And
this is untrue, by the way. There were Republicans, and everywhere where Republicans were, like, entitled to be watching ballots counted, they were. The Trump administration's been pushing forward an idea that they haven't, but then when they have to, you know, attest to that in court, they don't, because that would be perjury.
And even details of how ballots were illegally altered by other election workers.
Antipodians, go to 50 bits. Someone find that woman and send this video to her employer and have her nursing license revoked. Anti-trans people who don't take sexual assault seriously should not be nurses. I agree.
Part of her affidavit reads, quote, I witnessed countless workers rescanning the batches without discarding them first, which resulted in ballots being counted 4 to 5 times.
No, they probably had to rescan certain ballots because they didn't read the first time. Do you not understand how that works? The machine knows which ballot's being scanned, even if it doesn't have a name attached to it, right? It still scans it and knows, like, okay, this ballot has been scanned and I have the information. Like, you can't just try and count them 4 or 5 times if it has already scanned correctly.
Joining us tonight with much more is the author of that sworn affidavit, Melissa Carone. She was contracted by Dominion Voting Services to offer technical support while votes were being counted in Detroit. David Kallman, who is Melissa's attorney, joins us here this evening. We welcome you both. And Melissa, I want to just say, first of all, my compliments to you for having the courage to step forward and to say exactly what you saw and to defend the integrity of our electoral process. And I want you to know I'm deeply grateful, and I'm sure all Americans are deeply grateful to you. Let me start with the most egregious part of what I read in your affidavit. Multiple counts of the same ballots. How did that happen?
So the workers are handed ballots in stacks of 50s. They are referred to as batches, and they run them through the tabulators. When the ballot has any kind of a mark on it, it'll stop. The tabulator will stop completely, and the computer will put up an error, and it'll say, you know, ballot number 25 has an error. And so the process would be to take ballot number 25, as well as all of the other ballots that had already went through the tabulator, off, put them back in a pile, put ballot number 25 on top of the stack, discard the whole batch, and rescan it.
Okay, that all sounds fine. So you're doing them 50 at a time. They put them in the machine. If the machine misreads one of them, then they take them all out, discard that counting, and then set it aside to do later because there's some issue that needs to be either rectified or looked at or whatever. So far, so good.
And instead they went through that process several times. Describe the night shift.
Sure, but if they went through that process several times, they'd just be rescanning ballots, but if every time at the end of it, it's not scanning and they're discarding those results, the ballots aren't being counted multiple times. They're only being counted when it finally all goes through. Even within the thing that she's saying, this is not fraud. She's literally just describing how they count votes.
Chaos that you described. Food vans apparently showing up, but not with food, but with ballots, apparently. Give us a sense of what happened there.
So so I worked a 24-hour shift. I started at 6 a.m. and I got off at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. The next day. So I started
Strange
at
3
6
days.
a.m.
Thanks for
November
following.
3rd, got off at 6 a.m. November 4th. So I was there during their day shift and their night shift. The city provides the workers with food for their shift. Well, they only had enough food for 1/3 of their workers.
Okay.
So that is the reason why they were claiming that these vans were brought in.
Okay, so you're literally describing a situation where they're like, oh no, we didn't bring enough food for all the workers. We better go get a catering company to bring us food. And then they did that, and you went, haha, fraud! No, they brought in food for you guys. You dick. Why are you construing this to be fraud?
But these vans did not have food taken out of them.
And the vans that showed up, they were supposed to be filled with food. What did they have in them? Do you know?
I never saw anything being brought out of the vans. I know that whatever was being brought out of the vans was being brought out of the back of the vans. But
yeah, that's how catering places work. They have vans that they store the food in the back, and then they bring the food. Or if it's something where it's like partially prepared, they'll bring the food and then any equipment to like heat it up or whatever. You're just describing a catering van. Chesabel with 100 bits agreed her hair is on drugs, and then Doomsmoothie with 20 bits. You'd think eventually people's arms would start to hurt from all the reaching. No kidding. Cotton Candy 903, this lady sounds like a complete idiot. A lot of the people who've been brought on Fox News over this have. Because they are.
I was not allowed over in that area at all. But the vans were definitely not big enough to be carrying enough food for 2/3 of those workers.
They weren't big enough to carry enough food for all the workers, but they were big enough to contain 150,000 votes. Cool.
Well, it's all very suspicious. It is very clear that you have witnessed highly irregular activities in that counting session. And David, I want to turn to you. How well protected is Melissa as a contractor for Dominion voting, the voting systems, and your role here?
Well, I'm the lead attorney with Great Lakes Justice Center. We filed the complaint on behalf of 2 voters and residents of Wayne County. Melissa is one of our witnesses who provided an affidavit, as well as many other people. We have affidavits from another whistleblower, Jesse Jacob, who is an employee of the city of Detroit, worked in the election department. She delineates all kinds of
complete rational disconnect. Yeah, these people are nuts.
Fraud and problems she saw. And then also an attorney, Zachary Larson, who's a former Michigan Assistant Attorney General, worked under both Republican and Democrat
says maybe doing a 24-hour shift makes you tired and confused. Maybe don't do 24-hour shifts.
Concerning to him. We got an affidavit just this afternoon from Ruth Johnson, who is our former Secretary of State, who just left that position 2 years ago. And she reviewed our complaint and all the affidavits, and she recommended to the court, we had a hearing today at 3 o'clock, and she recommended to the court that the court intervene and take action to order an audit. Michigan now has a new constitutional provision that allows voters to request a results-oriented audit to ensure the accuracy and integrity of elections. So we're asking the court, and we did it today. We had about a 2-hour hearing.
Oh, that's true.
The judge is going to rule at noon on Friday as to whether or not an injunction will issue to stop the certification of the votes, and then whether or not there will be an audit ordered, as well as a protective order to protect evidence, so it's
Wayne
not destroyed.
County
So that's what we
certified
asked
their
for
votes
today.
last night.
And Melissa's been very brave to come out with her affidavit as well as the others. You can go to our website, greatlakesjc.org, and you can see the complaint and all the affidavits and read it all for yourself.
Right. Great. Super. David, thank you very much. Melissa, as we go, I want to give you the last word. You work for Dominion. Did you complain to Dominion about what you were seeing, and what was their response? We have just about a minute.
I absolutely did. I confronted my boss, and he told me that he doesn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. He said, it is not our job to be running their election. We are here to assist with IT.
Tumek Van Raven, Melissa is very brave to go on TV and lie, indeed.
Melissa Carone, again, our thanks for stepping forward. David Coleman, thank you.
That was pathetic. I saw them rescanning ballots that were denied by the thing, just like they're supposed to do. Oh, wow, what else? They had food trucks that I didn't see what was in them, but I don't believe it was food, even though people got food after the truck showed up. Oh. Anything else? Nope, that's it! Well, this was worth 5 minutes of show, huh?
There's nothing funny about
Good job, everybody. Logarth the 20 bits signed affidavit, more like paid affidavit. Doing a perjury for cash is a bold move. Let's see if it works out for her. No kidding. These videos of them working to get the vote certified are amazing. Let me look. Oh yeah, I did see
State and the Attorney General have already tweeted out that your legal arguments are rubbish and you're going to lose when it comes to court. So we're not worried about that.
Basically, there was last night there was an issue where like 2 of the 4 members of the commission that are meant to approve the vote or certify the vote were voting against it. It was a partisan vote. Republicans were like, no, we're not going to certify. And then they had these conversations, and it got certified after the fact. Tinker Taylor 84, thank you for subscribing with Prime with a 4-month streak. Oops.
At all. I'm also not worried about any of your, things are bad so we can't certify arguments, because that's just ridiculous. You certified in August when they were worse. Less than 50% of the ballots are recountable. Now over 72% are. 58% of them are even balanced, when it was less than 30% last time. So it's doubled. It's gotten way better because the Secretary of State actually jumped in and did her job, unlike you. But I know it's not going to change your opinion. You talked about not certifying Detroit, even though you acknowledged that Livonia, a city, by the way, I know you know is 95% white, had bigger variances than Detroit, which is 80% black. We understand, and you've now added your name. So I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in, is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace. Monica Palmer and William Hartman will forever be known in southeastern Michigan as 2 racists who did something so unprecedented that they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to. Probably, I know, Monica, you think Q told you to do it or some other crazy stuff like that. But just know when you try to sleep tonight, that millions of people around the world now on Twitter know the name Monica Palmer and William Hartman as 2 people completely racist and without an understanding of what integrity means or a shred of human decency. The law isn't on your side, history won't be on your side, your conscience will not be on your side, and Lord knows, when you go to meet your maker, your soul is going to be very, very warm.
Holy shit, that's savage as fuck. Jesus. Speaker from Trump rally in Washington gets interviewed by the BBC. Yikes, this is going to be horrible.
Alex Prusowitz is chief executive of the political consulting firm X Strategies. He was a speaker at today's pro-Trump protest.
I can't full screen
Washington.
This, sorry.
Alex, hi, good to see you. I'm sure you accepted Donald Trump's election victory as soon as organizations called it in 2016. I wonder why you won't do the same for Joe Biden in 2020.
Well, look, thank you for having me on. And I just want to make one thing very clear, is that your country's opinion stopped mattering in our country in 1776. So when you're putting these fake news on your network saying that they're unsubstantiated claims, that's completely out of line.
Okay,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
All right,
as a
let's slow down. Let's slow down. When we say unsubstantiated claims, the reason we're saying that is on the 12th of November, 2 organizations said the November the 3rd election was the most secure in American history. Another one, the Department of Homeland Security. There's no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised. That's the U.S. government itself saying that. That's the election system saying that.
That isn't the heads of these agencies saying that. There is some low-level staffer that is saying that.
No.
I'm
so sorry.
The
It's the cyberstructure. I'm talking now. It's the Cyberstructure and Infrastructure Agency, an agency of the Department of Homeland Security, and that was a statement issued on the 12th of November.
I love how the whenever this happened with Ben Shapiro too, when he went on some show in the UK. I don't know what it is compared to U.S. journalists, but UK journalists or UK people, you know, who are TV personalities for the news, are way better at stopping the sensationalist nonsense that a lot of these people on American TV try and pull. Like, they think the showboating in and of itself will win. But then you have someone like this on this BBC News thing going like, hold on, calm down for a second. No, let's talk about this. And it's like the people don't know what to do. They're so used to just going on TV and being allowed to peddle their bullshit that when they're actually called out on it and fact-checked in real time, they don't know how to handle it. Logarth with 20 bits. Ah, yes, the time-honored tradition of letting the host know you're a huge douchebag and an idiot in the first 5 seconds of an interview. It's a good strategy, generally.
Well, look, you can't deny the fact that what's happening with Dominion software should worry every person across the world. You know, if it happens in America, the most successful country in the history of the world, it can happen in any country. Dominion software is incredibly corrupt.
Okay, Alex, you said it's corrupt. Just to add a fact check to that by one media organisation, there have been no credible reports that any issues with Dominion's technology have affected vote counts. So do carry on.
Crow 93, thanks for following.
That's actually wrong. If you look on.
And Arenas 3, thank you for 50 bits. They're great handling the U.S. far right, but the BBC is pretty transphobic, sadly. Yeah, I'm aware.
Online, there's many cases where they show what it's done. There's been counties in Michigan where they have 6,000 votes that were for Biden, then they flipped to Trump after, you know, the system got fixed. And
that was due to a typo, not the software. That was due to a clerical error on the part of an individual, not the software itself. Obo-Wan with 100 bits. BBC hosts have to do this because it is illegal not to fact-check false information in the UK. Good.
Call them glitches. It's not glitches. It's not a glitch when it only happens in one direction.
Okay,
There's never a glitch in favor of the president.
Right. We've been through the
a lot more is going to come out about this.
Okay.
Look, you in the media.
There were glitches that were like, oh, look, Trump's got all these votes, and then accidentally it went to Biden because it was a glitch that sent it to Trump. So they're lying about that, too.
And here in the U.S., for 4 years, you guys called Donald J. Trump an illegitimate president.
Okay,
not 4 days, not 4 weeks, for 4 years.
Okay,
and it's been 12 days. Let us do our process. And again, your country's opinion stopped mattering in our country in 1776.
You did say that before. We did hear you. And now we'd like to get on with the interview. Is that okay?
Let's go ahead. Yeah, if you're a real
Logarth, 20 bets. The reason we even know about it is because they fixed it almost immediately and had to report it. I know. That's what frustrates me about all these claims. Their evidence of fraud are clerical errors that happen every election. If you're paying attention, they happen every election, and they were caught immediately, corrected, and then reported on. Their evidence that there hasn't been due diligence is that look at these people doing their due diligence. It doesn't make any sense.
Is a good or a useful tactic or even a principle, but isn't there a danger for you that Mr. Biden...
The election's not over.
Can I just finish my question, please?
If you can ask it.
All right.
Ooh, good comeback.
We'll carry on with this one final question.
If you can ask it... I skipped it behind.
Mr. Biden...
The election's not over.
Can I just finish my question, please?
If you can ask it.
If you can ask it...
All right. We'll carry on with this one final question. Mr. Biden's shown it's entirely possible for him to work around the absence of a concession. He's already speaking to foreign leaders. He's making plans. Isn't there a danger that refusal to engage with the election result is simply a path to a dead end?
It's a danger on his behalf. Look, for 4 years you said Logan Act. You guys got General Flynn for talking to a foreign leader. Look, President Trump is still the President of the United States. Joe Biden has not been certified. The election results are not final. The news media does not declare or decide the winner of these elections.
My first question was that you must have accepted Donald Trump's election in 2016 based on
when they were officially certified. Absolutely.
Well, that was a month. So you're telling me for that first month you said nothing?
Well, look, the election results are not certified.
Sorry, that was a specific question.
This is something, too, that I've noticed BBC is better at than United States journalists. When someone tries to sidestep a question, they'll be like, no, actually, they'll repeat the question. That's what you should do as a fucking journalist. If someone tries to sidestep your question, you ignore everything they say, and you say, actually, I asked this. God. It's frustrating that these people are better at this than journalists in the U.S.
Election results are not certified yet.
No, my specific question was you didn't talk about Donald Trump.
Is my president.
Okay, well, he's everybody's president until the 20th of January, as you know. But then, as you know, according to the 20th Amendment, at noon, the terms of his successor begin.
Logarth with 20 bits. Well, look, the words of someone with incredible integrity.
Well, you know, I do believe that the president will still be reelected. There's a lot of voter fraud, and you say it's unsubstantiated.
All right, we're not going to go through that again.
All the evidence is going to come out. And you guys say widespread. Widespread. It doesn't have to be widespread. It doesn't have to be millions of votes. There's something called strategic. And so it's strategic fraud what's happening, and it's going to come out, and President Donald J. Trump will be reelected for 4 more years.
Right. Well, we've been through this, Alex Brusovitz. Thank you so much for joining us.
Fucking pathetic. I don't know what this is. This might not be political. Oh no, this is just a teacher being cringy. Oh my god, it goes on for 7 minutes. Just give me a syllabus. Just give me a syllabus. Don't sing it. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad Shania Twain cover, and it's a teacher singing. Singubus. She's singing the class syllabus. Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing. Trump supporters in Washington, D.C. engaging in rational public political discourse.
What's up, bitch? How you
Please
doing?
don't step on my foot.
Hi, bitch. How you doing, bitch? What's up? How you doing, bitch? All the way from Portland? Your little maggot ass?
Do not touch me.
Maggot ass? I'm not touching you.
Yes, you actually are. You definitely are, and I need you to stop,
Don't video me.
None of your friends would. I'm allowed to video.
Okay,
you're
well,
not
I'm allowed to fucking be standing right fucking here.
You absolutely are, but if you touch me,
what's up,
that's
you
not
stupid
okay.
bitch? What's up? I can't wait to see you in the fucking lobby again. What's up?
I had inadvertently booked the same hotel as most of Portland's far-right travelers, and had tweeted about that coincidence earlier in the day. These individuals took this for a dox, a reveal of personal information not already available, for reasons that remain obscure since I mentioned neither full names nor the name of the hotel in question.
I can't wait to see you in the fucking lobby again. What's up?
Is that a threat?
Are we coming?
What's going to happen to me in the lobby? Can you elaborate?
What's up? You keep recording. You ain't gonna do nothing. Keep recording. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Keep recording. What are you gonna do? Keep recording, bitch. What are you gonna do?
Please don't touch me.
Oh, please don't touch me.
Yeah, you actually are.
Please don't touch me. But you guys
If you touch me, I might feel threatened. And I don't want that.
Call the cops. Oh, all cops are bastards. That's right. ACAB, right? ACAB. ACAB.
Oh, so you admit that I am intimidated?
ACAB. Isn't that what you always
So
chant?
when I say that I was
Keep
intimidated
chanting
later,
it.
will you say that I wasn't? Or will you admit that I was actually pretty intimidated right now?
Yeah. What are you gonna keep doing? What's up? Hi. Fuck Antifa.
They actually can't see you because of the light, so you're wasting your time.
Antifa. Fuck Antifa.
Is this fun for you?
Yeah. Is it fun for you when you can't?
No, because you're intimidating women alone and you don't want to feel bad about that. Yes.
That's embarrassing. What are these people gonna do? What are these people gonna do? I genuinely... I don't know.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. I'm not doing anything, he says as he harasses someone. It's the adult version of, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you.
Please. God, you are pro-life. And one man is, and one man is not. Would you be pro-life for us, Jesus? Lord, one man is for Israel, one is not. You are for Israel.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
This image of the thinker with the why, and them praying because Donald Trump lost an election, it's borderline postmodern art. I don't know what the fuck it is about it, but it makes me feel feelings. Ella Westerna, thank you for subscribing at Tier 1. Stephen J. Neptune Man, thank you for the 20 bits. Do we have to unify the country with these guys? Because I really don't want to. I agree. I don't want to either. F unity. These people need to be excised like the tumor they are. And I don't mean in any sort of violent way. I don't advocate for violence in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying they need to be socially shunned. You need to not talk to these people. You need to block them on every form of social media. You need to ignore them until they go away. Creationists claim that humans have nasal bones because God knew that one day humans would have to wear glasses because of sin. What? Okay, maybe we'll do some more of this cringe later, but let me see if there's any more MAGA cringe before we move on to the general cringe.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Tumak Van Raven with 250 bits. I'm not from the U.S., but I'm really afraid of the rise of right-wing terrorism in the U.S. after January. What scares me the most is that the media will never call it by its name. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm with you in terms of concern, because I do think it's definitely going to be a thing. We'll see what the response is. The response is more important to me than the action, because that ball's... It's already rolling. That ball's... All the pieces are already set up for that shit with all the QAnon crazies. So we'll just have to see, I guess.
Welcome to the MAGA Cringe compilation. Enjoy yourself as we watch triggered conservative snowflakes react to President Biden's meaty-thick victory.
Take off your mask! We have been cheated over and over and over. Go ahead. My brothers and sisters, in these uncertain times, we must remember family comes from the blood that courses through our veins. For centuries, parasites have poisoned our minds with the lies.
Do they think they live in a movie?
That our enemies!
Because if they were in a movie, they'd be the bad guys. Have they seen literally any movies?
That our enemies are our brothers!
Oh, is this the Catboy? Is this Nick Fuentes' Catboy boyfriend? I didn't know about that. I mean, I knew about the Catboy thing. I didn't know it was him, though.
With different labels, but our enemies manufactured both. These
oh yeah, this is absolutely Nazi shit.
Rats in human disguise, and their puppets revel in watching us kill ourselves. We will not fall for their evil tricks again. We will not fall for the lies of the Jews this time.
Wow, okay, straight up Nazi shit. Just literally just Nazis. We're not Nazis. Cut to video of this guy screaming that we will not fall for the lies of the Jew, and everyone cheers. Jesus Christ. Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits, they literally sound like a cult and are just eating this shit up. Yeah.
We know our war is with them! USA! 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 USA!
Hey, I'm not telling you to buy a gun, but maybe get some mace or something, okay? Just saying, guys.
The media doesn't decide the election. Newsflash, liberals, MSNBC doesn't get to decide who's president. CNN doesn't decide who's president.
Meaty52 with 50 bits. This guy's literally the racist rise of men, the West meme from Return of the King. I'm not familiar.
The proper election process decides who's president. And baby girl, all the legal votes are going to be counted. We have recount.
What's with this? What's with this dude? This dude is pretty flamboyant. I'm guessing that this man may or may not be a straight individual. I find it... I was talking with someone who purports to be a trans woman Trump supporter today, and I don't understand it at all. Guys, being like... How do I put this? Let's say it's the 1930s and you live in Germany, and you're Jewish. Supporting Hitler isn't gonna save you. Guys, no matter how much you try and tokenize yourself for them, it's not gonna do anything. Even if you're only interested in self-preservation, that is a losing fucking strategy. You will never, ever, ever prostrate yourself enough to fascists to make them not want you dead. You just can't do it. You can't do it if you're in one of these groups that they deem, degenerate or whatever. You can't. So solidarity with people who share the same plight as you is all you have, okay? Like, you can't. Don't do this shit. It's not a good look, and it only serves to hurt yourself and everyone like you. It's not good.
Going on in certain
Blair White, yeah. Good example.
States right now, like in Georgia. We're taking certain states to court. You thought this was over? You think Joe Biden is the president now? First of all,
he's the president January 20th, whenever they swear him in.
Even if he was properly elected, he wouldn't be the president until January. He's not the president.
Yeah, he's the president-elect right now.
Still Donald J. Trump. And furthermore, this ain't over with yet. You think you can be fraudulent, cheat...
Lord Cuckbucket. Gross. Thank you for following.
...your way into the White House? All of this is gonna come to light. Everything done in the dark will come to light. Those ballots you would drop off at 3 in the morning from the ballot ferry in certain states where Donald Trump was leading, it's gonna come to light. All the ballots that have been dumped in dumpsters from the military, it's gonna come to light. Every shady thing you've been doing, it's all gonna come to light. Trumpians, don't give up. Why do you think liberals are running around acting deranged right now? Because they're...
We're not being deranged! You're being deranged! I mean, if you're gonna, again, with the projection, dude, you're literally on camera screeching about election fraud with, again, zero evidence. So, seems like a losing strategy. Logarth with 20 bits. I have a feeling that this guy knows all about the stuff done in the dark and the ballot ferry. Jesus Christ.
They're trying to convince themselves that they've won.
Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Must resist low-hanging gay joke fruit. Must resist yeah, no. Absolutely not. I wouldn't make fun of... I don't give a shit, I'm bisexual. I don't care what this guy's sexuality is. It just annoys me when people in minority groups, when we're talking about, sexual, preferences is the wrong word. Sexual orientations, rather. Or like, gender identity. And you try and, like, I'll be right-wing, I'll be authoritarian. They won't hurt me if I'm one of the authoritarians. They will. They will. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter a lick. Bellstar with 20 bits. Okay, so can we legit have a ballot fairy who just re-enfranchises voters? That'd be great.
They want to convince their base that they're the rightful winners. Don't you worry, we will have our day in court. It ain't over yet, and we'll see them at the White House. Trump 2020, MAGA, Trump, training.
Nope.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something to some of you patriots on here that are already conceding this corrupt election.
Oh, I like this song. It's Hulk Hogan's song when I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I actually like that song. It's so cheesy. Logarth with 25 bits. They've had 25 days in court, and the only one they won was on a technicality that didn't win them any votes. Yeah. So far, there have been over 20 court cases brought before, the courts from the Trump administration or the Trump, why can't I think of the word? I'm not doing well this week. The Trump campaign. That's the word. I'm good at talking about the politics. I can't think of the word campaign. Anyway, they won one, and it was because there were 150 ballots that came in late, and the judge did rule you can throw out these 150 ballots. Here's the thing, guys. Those ballots hadn't even been counted yet. So it wasn't even reflected in any of the vote totals. So far, they have not won anything that would change the results of the election Literally at all, and the rest of the cases are getting thrown out for lack of evidence. What do you know? It's fun. Fun stuff.
Election of the liberals.
The guy who sang it is a total nut bar Alex Jones fan? Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Who are waving the white flag and not putting up a fight. You know what that tells me? You were never in the fight to begin with. Because real patriots...
Logarth says, honey, you're doing fine. You've got this down better than at least 72 million other people right now. I mean, the bar's real low. Let's be real. The bar's been low for a while, so...
Patriots stand strong and continue to wave this beauty right here and fight. Because we know what's at stake.
Like, does this guy even listen to the song, though? I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. It's not about, like, fuck liberals. It's about fighting for the rights of everyone.
We know that our country, our freedom, and our future is at stake if we do not put up a fight now against the liberals. Because if the liberals can get away with this cheating right now, they know they can get away with anything from now on. And you are a foolish turd if you're going to sit there and think, well, we'll just have to do better the next election. Are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? Give me a break. If our votes didn't matter in this election, they could cheat and get away with it. What makes you think your vote's going to matter in future elections? Oh, and by the way, some of you other dumb patriots on here that are posting, well, there's just really not enough evidence to suggest that the liberals were cheating. Well, you know what you can go do? You can go write stupid on your forehead, go put on your little stupid Biden hat, and go march over on the stupid left side.
I actually don't own a Biden hat because I didn't form my entire identity around the person I voted for. Which is what normal people do, if Trump voters aren't aware of how voting usually functions.
We don't need your turdism attitude on our side.
Our turdism attitude?
Because you are weak, and we do not need...
Turdists, rise up!
Any weak patriots on our side. So, cheers, American. Patriots. Hold the line.
Does he have a Donald Trump drink? Oh, it's a cup. It's a Donald Trump shot glass.
Yeah, that'll be...
Kill stream ending because Georgia went blue. The Kill stream is a Nazi show, if y'all aren't familiar. Ended with 30 bits, so the libs could steal the presidential election, but not the Senate or state legislatures. I guess that's it, guys. Even when we cheat, we're not even competent at it. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. This quote, our liberty, our freedom is at stake if the liberals win. A talking point in every goddamn election. Seriously, I was hearing this shit back when Bush was president, yeah. It's because people on the right fetishize the word freedom without actually understanding how it applies to their everyday life. Miss K's with 100 bits. Cheers, Patriots. And then Logarth with 20 bits. Says the guy wearing a hat conceptualized by Mexican cowboys and popularized by black farmhands and cattle drivers. You talking about cowboy hat guy?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Trump wants a recount in Wisconsin, but only in the majority black counties. Wow, wowee, wow. That is some racist shit. Trump pursues recount of two liberal Wisconsin counties. Jesus Christ. Well, get his payment up front, Wisconsin.
Easier. Yeah, go to wherever he can go to get on.
Yeah. All right, cool. Wait, the New York Times is still saying that Georgia is leaning Biden. Georgia.
How?
Well, because they wanted to stay black.
No.
Georgia, you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black. So.
The New York Times hasn't called Florida
it says 99% counted, and Trump's got 53%.
All right, that's pretty good. Good job, Killstream. Fucking idiots. Meaty 52 with 20 bits. That's very Nas. I don't know what that word is. Nask. I don't know what that means.
Oh, y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it.
We saw this one. I'll skip over this because we watched this one in one of the MAGA Cope things. Oh no, Abby Shapiro.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we...
Tucker White 94 20 bits. All that's changed with that talking point in my last bits message is the form of the destructor. In 2004 it was the gays. In 2008 it was Black Panthers. In 2012 it was President President Obama. It's no different, you know. 0.25 speed, please. I can do that. Abby Shapiro slowed down is amazing.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Mitchell Drummer 20 bits. Was I the only person who never realized the lyrics were Dawn's early light and not daughterly light? What? It's Dawn. Yeah, it's Dawn's early light. I didn't know you'd. I've never heard someone make that mistake. I'll put it that way.
Oh, the
funny.
There's nothing
Does
funny
this person
about
actually have
the
any
rules of
other
capitalism.
ones? That was volume 1. No, only one. It's a shame. MAGA challenge. Cringe. Logarth 20 bits. It sounds like Dave is in her memory core pulling out the processor chips.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I can't let you do that, Dave. MMO Addicted to 20 bits. Hot take, God Save the Queen is the superior anthem. Yeah, I don't think the Star Spangled Banner was the best choice. I don't know. It just seems so specific. It's like, it's not really about America as much as it is recounting. It's about flag fetishization. Like, Francis Scott Key literally wrote it while, like, he was prisoner on a boat during a battle. And he literally wrote it about, like, how he was fetishizing the American flags. I think there are better songs they could have picked that could be emblematic of America. Although I guess, honestly, it does sort of reflect a large portion of the population, unfortunately. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Most anthems are better than America's theme song. I mean, I don't know that many national anthems, so. Marcus Drake with 100 bits. Rebellious Scots to crush, cough, cough. Wait, is that a lyric in God Save the Queen?
There's nothing funny about
Are you telling me that's a lyric of God? No way. There's no way that's true. Phosphophyllite with 69 bits. Nice. Petition to make America F yeah our national anthem. Honestly, sure, fine.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I'm a maggot kid.
Oh, I got it. Sorry, it's still at 0.5 speed.
I'm a MAGA kid. I'm a MAGA kid. I'm here to blow up the liberals' lid. School shootings, pedophiles, and vaccines. Today it is really hard to be a teen. Now listen up, Greta. This message is for you. We are warriors of God, and we're praying for you. How dare you? How dare you? Spread fear with your ego, but the truth is where we go. Our human rights come from God, not government. Brainwashed puppet, you were sent. You liberals act really strange, but MAGA kids are now in the game.
Bits message. I didn't miss it this time.
Is our prize. We hold our president way up high, like an eagle. We will take flight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight.
Oh, that poor kid. Tucker White 94. Here's the best national anthem of all time. Tinker Tailor 84 with 20 bits. They're also bad at musical phrasing. It makes the musician in me sad. I'm sorry. Let me see if there's any other MAGA stuff, or if we're going to move on to general cringe. Sad MAGA compilation. Maybe this one.
In the background, Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
There's nothing funny.
Darth Vader. Enlid with 20 bits. I think one of my earliest memories of the Russian anthem was when it played during Rocky IV in Drago's entrance. Yeah, I like that too. It's a good juxtaposition between that and... you know, Rocky IV is actually a pretty... I think it's a slightly deeper movie than people, like, give it credit for. It's not, like, a good movie. It's an amazing movie. I love Rocky IV. It's my favorite Rocky movie, even though it's really not the best one, obviously. But, like, when you juxtapose Ivan Drago walking in, and the national anthem of the USSR playing, and everyone has this, like, reverence for him coming in, and he's the might and the hope of their nation to show glory, you know, and then it's sort of juxtaposed with earlier in the film when Apollo Creed comes in, and it's like the crazy Vegas show, basically, James Brown singing, you know, whatever the America song, I live in America. I don't know. I think Sylvester Stallone did have something to say about, like, the opulence of American production and how flashy it is as compared to, like, a USSR, like, ooh, look at the reverence. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. Marcus Drake, Hannah, you missed some bits. I know, I was talking. Wagroads 13, look up the lyrics to East Germany's anthem called Risen from the Ruins. It's beautiful. Okay. Enlid with 20 bits. I think one of my earliest memories, read that one. Let me see. Did I miss ones even further back? Yeah, it really is. May he sedition hush and like a torrent rush, rebellious Scots to crush, God save the king. Yikes, that is bad. That's still part of the national anthem? That's fucked up.
No from this lady.
The robot that Paulie makes into a housewife. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone says he's doing another cut of Rocky IV and he's taking the robot out. Don't do that. Sylvester Stallone, do you not understand your own masterpiece? Don't take the robot out of Rocky IV. What is wrong with you?
I was scared of dentists in the dark.
Jesus.
I think he's the greatest president we've ever had. I'm too emotional. But I'm really thankful that I've been invited here, so.
Tell me what makes you emotional about the president?
What he's done for the country, all his policy changes, what he's done for black and brown Americans.
This is wrong, this is un-American, and we're not going to let it go on. Stop.
Our crew did see counter-protesters and police officers show up to that location. And Milwaukee isn't the only city that saw protests. Demonstrations took place in Miami, Las Vegas, New York City, and Phoenix.
All right, that's probably enough MAGA cringe for the day. We'll probably just move on to general cringe. We'll have to wait for the MAGA cringe to refill, probably for Chud Watch Saturday. Fun stuff, though. Oh, is there any more coping MAGA?
Themselves! And I ain't talking about the supporters. Oh, no. All you Republicans, all of you elected Republican officials,
there's nothing funny.
Fucking stop being some fucking pussies! You see what's going on in this country!
Artists rarely understand what makes their work memorable.
You see it! You have an obligation to the fucking people. If you let this shit slide, man, you are just as shitty as these goddamn crooks. These liberals think they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
This guy is well into the anger phase of coping. So many MAGA people are still stuck on denial, but I'm sure they'll be reaching anger pretty soon.
You know why that is because we sit there and we say we want to do it we want to talk it out. These motherfuckers should have been in jail! They should have not even made it this goddamn far! Do you know why? Because you're a bunch of pussies! Stand up for your country!
Fucking yikes. MMO Addicted with 20 bits. That's never been a part of the national anthem of Great Britain. It was sung in 1745 during the Jacobite War, hence Marshal Wade, and some nationalists include it, but the official anthem never included it. It only had 3 verses since it was first published. Okay, that's good. What's Ian Miles Chong saying? This person says, anyone who is paid for their labor who receives their income from a paycheck is working class. Teachers, assembly line workers, college professors, baristas. Ian Miles Chong, idiotic take. College professors, teachers, and baristas are not the working class. What? In what way are they not the working class? What do you think the working class is? The media does not decide who wins elections. Donald Trump won this election. Jesus. Donald Trump says, wow, Michigan just refused to certify the election results. Having courage is a beautiful thing. USA stands proud. About 10 minutes later, it was certified. So Jocelyn Benson says, wrong again. And Aurelia Becker says, I will never vote again. The system is corrupt, and you confirmed that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? If all the talk of fraud completely backfired, and it made all these MAGA idiots never vote again because they feel disenfranchised because the president has convinced them that there's been fraud even though there hasn't been. Wouldn't that be the best karmic retribution in history for the Republicans? The media doesn't decide, Trump decides, apparently, I guess. Funny how you'd think they would have not made the system like that. Oh, they didn't? Cool. MMO Addicted with 20 bits. Another fun fact, Germany still uses the same anthem, they just don't sing the more nationalistic verses, making it more musical in nature. Okay. That leads to a fascist coup? Maybe.
It's just a scan. It's just a chip. It's just a mask. It's just 2 weeks. It's just so we don't overwhelm the hospitals. It's just non-essential businesses. It's just until the cases go down more. It's just until we get a vaccine. It's just a few side effects. It's just a bracelet. It's just to let others know you're safe to be around. It's just an app. It's just to let others know who you've been in contact with. It's just a few more months. It's just a video. It's just an email account. It's just a credit card company you can use cash. It's just a few places that won't take cash. It's just a little chip. It's just for medical information and paying for things. It's just for travel. It's just so you can get your driver's license. It's just so you can vote. It's just a few more years. It's just a statue. It's just a building. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a flag. It's just a piece of cloth. It's just a blood test. It's just a scan. It's just a chip. Just a dog. It's just a clump of cells. It's just the bad people. It's just the undesirables. It's just the Jews. It's just the Christians. Just the people who don't think like us.
What the fuck? These people are smoking a whole bowl of delusion every single day. Windchanter with 20 bits. What is the accent? It's awful. I have no idea. And I'm also not going to make fun of people's accents, so. Lil Pump dropped a new song called Lil Pump Big MAGA Steppin', and it's just as bad as you could have guessed. Ow. Sorry.
Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp. Right around town with a thick bitch on. 100 on drum on a big stick on. Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp.
Jesus Christ. Logarth with 20 bits. It's only rosacea, totally not herpes. Hey, I have rosacea. How dare you? Southerners fighting tyranny since 1775. Yikes. Yeah, I hate to break it to you. No, the Civil War was not fighting tyranny. You were literally fighting to hold tyranny over an entire race of people. Jesus Christ. It's weird that it's like it says 1775, but this is a picture of the Civil War, right? Like, if you're gonna mention 1775, why aren't you talking about, like, the Revolutionary War and not the Civil War? Just seems odd.
Let her ride.
Yeah, just like the whole pants
what
is in all the wrong places.
No, but look. Okay, so to me, I see this and I'm like, what a fucking G. Like he don't give a fuck, right?
Wait, is that really what you think, or is that what you saying? But like,
I
when
swear
you
to God,
see Harry Styles wearing a dress, like your immediate thought is, "Wow, this guy's a real gangster."
Yep. Because I'm all about challenging social norms. I swear.
I'm old school, man. I like the way it is and just let it ride.
Yeah, just like the whole pants
But what
thing
is
is
the
nice.
way it is? The way it's been?
Why? Because the way it's been has not been great.
Well, I just mean just because like all like pants and all are great, especially for men, and just
But if you think
you can wear pants, no one said you can't wear pants. Red Eagle Politics says, had a dream last night. Alex Jones was megaphoning at Biden's concession speech. We're gonna win this, folks. Yeah, prophetic dreams. That's where it's at. Wind Chanter with 20 bits. Thanks. I'll look at the link. Tiger White with 20 bits. How long have we sunk that Logan dead body in Suicide Forest? Paul is the one making sense. Yeah, the bar's low. Like I said, the bar's very low.
Why do you carry that flag? Because this is my heritage. My family fought to save their farm under this flag. Who was working that farm? My family was. Who was working the farm? They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. No times there are not forgotten. Look away! Look away! Look away, Dixieland.
What a dumb fuck. People are so stupid. They're so stupid.
I still can you hear me
Thank you for the happy.
Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm aware it isn't over yet. I fully understand that the votes could go back to Trump. I was crying because the tears in his eyes as I was imagining how he felt. Imagine that everyone hated you and that you were unloved so much that you were celebrating your loss. That would hurt badly. Oh, I guess he shouldn't be absolute scum of the fucking earth then. Imagine how... Here comes the Godwin's Law, in case you're looking for it. Imagine how sad and alone Hitler felt in his bunker before he took his own life. Oh, we don't have to give a shit about shitty people feeling bad? That's much easier. Thanks, life. Trump has been eerily quiet on here today. It's like when you're at home with kids and all of a sudden you realize the house is quiet, too quiet, something's going on. This lady blocked me on Twitter today because I called her out for being, psychotic. Oh yeah, she blocked me, for the record. Basically she made a post that was like, come on, guys, we're losing the war of public perception. And I tweeted at her, and I was like, you lost it like a week ago. Biden won the election. What are you talking about? And then she blocked me. So that's fun. Oh, no. You better make sure I don't have to take this down. And it's literally a shrine to Donald Trump. Like, literally. Who has a fucking shrine to the president, regardless of who it is? What an absolute nut job. Charlie Kirk meltdown at Politicon.
Trying to attack me, which is ridiculous, like asking me what my salary is. Sure, I'll reveal it willingly.
You brought it up in context. I'm asking,
No,
why don't you live like a socialist?
Okay.
Go live like a socialist.
The point is larger. The point is larger than that, Charlie.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Cenk. I live as a
Hey,
capitalist,
hey,
okay?
hey.
I live when I believe.
What
What do I do?
Charlie?
I get dirty every single year.
Hold on.
What's my salary? Hold on. Less than it.
Charlie, take a
Come on,
seat.
Jake, let's go.
Charlie,
What
take
are you doing?
Take a seat. Take a seat. All right,
The fucking
take a seat.
drama,
You're gonna take a
I
seat.
tell you.
You're gonna take a seat over
Oh
here.
my God. What's my salary?
All right.
Oh, ridiculous. All right, behave, everyone. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I practice what I preach, Jake.
Charlie.
You
Stop.
do not practice what you preach.
Charlie.
All right, that one's pretty good. Okay, I think that's probably. Oh my God, look at this one.
Eat your cat, remember? Hi, little liberals. When you're forced to eat your cat, remember, it's because you voted for the candidate with the nicer tweets.
Let's assume for a second the honesty of some folks on the left who at least acknowledge that femininity and masculinity exist.
There's nothing
They
funny
also have
about the
indicators,
tools of
outward
capitalism.
Dress.
Enreath with 20 bits. I keep seeing memes comparing Ben Shapiro to the Pixies from Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Been for virtually all time and in virtually all cultures an outward indicator, which is why the Bible explicitly says that it is against cross-dressing, for example. Okay, but
Right, okay, but Ben, here's the thing. What is considered outwardly feminine or masculine is highly contextual to the culture. No culture stays stagnant for all time, right? Things that we see as signifiers of gender indicators, basically. Like, let's say, like, oh, pink being for girls and blue being for boys. That's actually relatively recent. It actually used to be the opposite. These kind of things change over time, so that's okay, and in fact, it's a good thing. The more open we can be as a society and allow people to present themselves however they see fit, as long as they're not hurting anyone, that's a positive thing. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Don't insult the pixie fairies by comparing them to Ben Shapiro. They don't pretend they're not corporate suits. True.
in virtually every culture, males.
Oh, Ben. This poll is run by Dominion. Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin's the guy that doesn't believe in dinosaurs that we've covered a couple times on Tinfoil Tuesday. He's done PragerU videos, and then here's a post he posted somewhat recently, I'd imagine. He's a Nazi, for those of you who don't know. So he posted a picture of, Anne Frank. And then, yeah. Basically claiming that he thinks Anne Frank's diary was not her own. Owen Benjamin's a shit person, if you don't know. Here's how Hitler can still win. Okay, alright. Let's got... oh, wait. Here's an Owen.
This is the U.S. intelligence that manipulated all this.
New reports claim the real results of the 2020 U.S. election were found on a computer server that was seized by the U.S. military in Frankfurt, Germany. In a recent tweet...
They're literally reporting on fucking fake internet meme information. This would be like if they were quoting QAnon. I'm not even kidding. Guys, they're such a joke. Tucker White 94, 20 bits. My favorite is him bitching about the parts of her diary where she talks about masturbating because as we all know, the women's have no sex drive. And then Elo Westerna with 20 bits. Super off topic, but I just got on Twitch because of you. You make studying American politics as a foreigner much more entertaining than my political science classes. Oh, thank you. Although you should definitely do other research too, because I am also very stupid. So definitely double check anything I say. Their source is a tweet, yeah.
Tweet, a Virginia congressional candidate shared an electoral map that's allegedly based off of this data from
allegedly based off of this data that does not exist. Cool.
It was a landslide victory for President Trump with a...
Let me look at that map again. In this alleged, and using even the term alleged here feels like giving it too much credit, because it's literally just something someone made up. But they're claiming that based off of vote totals, which were somehow stored in Germany, why would American vote totals be stored on a server in Germany? I don't know. But it shows that California is supposed to be red based on this conspiracy theory. Something smells fishy, I do thinks. Meaty52 with 30 bits. I do all my own research on Quanon. Okay.
Off of this data from that server. It shows a landslide victory for President Trump with a 400
orders had moved.
Absolutely nuts.
Andy No posts this clip saying, dude, this guy got sucker punched. The left claims he's purposefully taking it out of context.
Okay. That's the MAGA cringe for the day. We're gonna move on to some other stuff.